This is the place. And you say people come from far, far, far away to find their dreams, chasing down these meteors and comets called dreams in the sky of life. There's certain hot spots.
First things first, what you need to do is hit the subscribe prompt here, and then what you want to make sure to do is hit that bell. Make sure all, so you get all my notifications of all my videos. Please make sure you do that. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces. Yo, what's Gucci, everybody? It's your boy ssjk-dots, the first black Super Saiyan Warriors planet. We have the Godzilla vs. Kong spoiler review. We're gonna go ahead and talk about Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm gonna spoil this joint. Hope y'all ready for it. Let's get it. So basically, this film, Godzilla vs. Kong, is basically, well, in this film, as you would see in the old school Godzilla films, you know, sometimes Godzilla will be a force of good, sometimes he may be a force of, negative violence. For the most part, this is a battle of who's the alpha titan, who's the big dog, who's gonna be the biggest, baddest creature in the jungle. And that jungle being Earth, you know, that jungle being Earth. And seeing how this film ends, it seems, you know, Kong is going to respectfully go to his location, and Godzilla is going to, you know, remain above the hollow Earth and do what he needs to do and, you know, just live. I mean, they're both, you know, creatures, they're both animals, you know, their motivations are limited, you know, but it's not saying they're dumb ass creatures or nothing. I'm just saying their motivations are limited to, you know, what you would expect some animals to do, which isn't bad. This is typical stuff, you know, fighting for territory. But this is the difference with this film. There's only one person here who really wants to fight: Godzilla. Kong in this film, this is very much a Kong movie. This movie is basically Kong's journey to find a new home, right? And you can see that Kong wants to go home. But see, this is also a thing, and this is why I get into a negative for this film. This film starts at Skull Island with Kong. Kong starts as they say in the film, somewhere in Skull Island. And when I said in my spoiler review, when this movie starts, should give you Kong off bat. They start out with monsters off bat. You know, and we seen this clip in the trailer of Kong taking that little tree trunk, taking the leaves and shit off and tossing that motherfucker at the dome that he's stuck in. And this is the thing, you know, that's why Kong, you know, he's a punk in this movie, bro. Shouts out Godzilla, bro. Godzilla won this motherfucker. That nigga Kong got his ass whooped. Bitch ass Kong and shit. Weak ass gorilla and shit. Didn't want no fucking smoke. Wasn't fierce enough to handle this shit. Old puss ass wanna go home and shit. Weak ass wanna go home looking ass gorilla and shit. Fling his poo and shit. Whack ass gorilla. Scratching his booty and shit. Whack ass gorilla. Whack ass gorilla teeth. Whack ass gorilla beard and shit. Shouts out Godzilla, my nigga. Fighting like a champ. Nigga fierce. Chop, chop, chop. Like I told y'all, he was using them teeth, them claws, that breath. Oh, he was not wasting on using that breath. He said, bah, 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 bah. Godzilla was using that breath. He said, nigga, you brought hands, I brought guns. Bah, bah, bah. Kong like, oh shit, oh, I fucked up, nigga. Why'd I bring fucking hands to a gunfight? Godzilla like, cause you a dumbass ape. Dumb motherfucker. Bro, but you know, let me get back to it. Where are my $10 at, my nigga? Give me my $10 because I won. So basically, Kong is trying to look for home, and this is very much a Kong movie. This is probably, you would say, a coming of age story for Kong, if you can look at it like that. Coming of age story, you know, his and through this whole movie, like, without the humans really telling you, which they do, you can see through Kong's, the little girl and Kong, their whole conversation. They're both, you know, the little girl, she's deaf. And she, you know, uses sign language like most apes could use sign language to communicate with us. She using sign language to talk with him. And you, through his face and through his mannerisms, you can really tell how Kong was really feeling himself in this movie. You can tell when he felt pain. There was a moment in the movie where the little girl's like, "You need to help Godzilla," and Kong was like, "Man, fuck that nigga, I ain't helping him. He just beat my ass." And the little deaf girl's like, "Godzilla not enemy." She throwing up gang signs and shit. She doing all this shit, gang signs and shit, gang. She throwing up gang signs and stuff. And then Kong's over there like, "Fine, I'll go help him. But I'll be safe though." You know, it's like you can really. I'll be honest with you, bro. Majority of the humans could have been taken out, and it could have just been a little Asian girl and Kong or some shit. I don't know. They could have just been living on Skull Island. Godzilla comes to attack, and the movie's just about the little Asian girl, Kong, and Godzilla, and it's just a fight. Like, it literally could have been just about them. To be honest, Kong is such a, apes. They're kind of like the animal version of us. They're kind of almost as intelligent as us. You know, as they say, the apes are our closest cousins in the jungle. You can really like, you look through his eyes and stuff, his face, his mannerism. You can, like, there's moments when Kong went back to the Hollow Earth, and Kong found one of his ancestors' axe, and he was proud to wield that axe. When he saw the axe, and he saw his ancestors' little throne room, and he was proud to like wear it, slammed his chest and shit. I was like, yeah, he feeling himself. He went back to his roots and he feeling himself. He really feeling himself. And I was like, this is tight. This is tight. Now, when I said in my review, and this is where I get into my negative of this film, you could have spent more time on the Hollow Earth. Like, I'll be honest with you, you could have spent more time on the Hollow Earth. You could have had a longer war bat fight. There should have been more monster fights in the Hollow Earth, like little fights of Kong trying to get to the throne. Because, he does fight the war bat. He only fights 2. Because the Hollow Earth is fucking big, bruh. And this why I see they just expanded the universe even more to be able to do more films. Because you can have more fights in the Hollow Earth. I really wanted to see Godzilla in the Hollow Earth too. Because it seems he must be going there to get to zip across to where he needs to so quickly. Because the Hollow Earth is literally like these little portal pockets. Looks like the portals from... It literally looks like you're doing those little time space jumps in Star Wars, and you're like do a time space jump to get to somewhere faster, and you end up in the Hollow Earth and shit. But yeah, I wish they spent more time in Hollow Earth. That whole sequence of the Hollow Earth was beautiful. Seeing Kong try to get to his throne to find his home and probably find more of his species was really, something beautiful to see. Him touching the rocks and stuff and figuring out that the gravity is flipped and he could make that jump, showing his intelligence. And also his species is very intelligent. They was able to make axes and stuff. They even made a big ass like fucking door to the throne room that you literally could open up. They crafted so much stuff. I was like, damn, this is a smart species. Got to give some props where props is due. But this is the thing. I kind of wish there was more Kongs down there. I wanted to see more like giant apes. Like, that would have really been a surprise. There's like little apes and stuff down there. But as we see, they don't really tell us this because we don't really know. The Hollow Earth is so big. Maybe the other apes was out going to go get some water or something. They probably went on a daily routine of hunting and getting food. Maybe they all wasn't there and Kong just ended up just showing up when they left out. I don't know. But as it's shown, they're both the last of their species, Godzilla and Kong. So they are a rare few. They're a rare few in this monsterverse now. So Godzilla really can't have no more babies. Nor does it seem like there's other Godzillas. So it looks like it's it. If Godzilla dies, he dies. And if Kong dies, he dies. They're the last of their species. But it's pretty obvious that they have this species, Godzilla and Kong, have waged war. The movie doesn't need to tell you that. You can just tell from the axis, because the axis is made from the dorsal plates of Godzilla's back. But it's not to say it's Godzilla's dorsal plate. It's one of Godzilla's species because there's a bunch of dorsal plates and axes and stuff in that throne room. Looks like a bunch of different axes of like previous, kings of the Hollow Earth. It seems like Kong's people were like the dominant species in the Hollow Earth prior to now. I think Godzilla and Kong species were both the dominant species in the Hollow Earth, and over time they just wiped each other out. Constant battles, fights, and stuff. They just ended up wiping each other out because they're both trying to be alpha titans and stuff, and two alphas can't work together like that. But this movie shown two alphas can coexist, and as we see, as Godzilla whooped Kong's ass. Whooped that nigga's ass. He got fucked up. Kong got beat up bad, arm broken and shit. Godzilla using that the meaty legs, slammed down on Kong's chest. Bite them, man. I told y'all, Godzilla was going to go in. He used his teeth, that back, that tail. He used everything to his advantage. Them arms, he was using everything. That atomic breath, he was not letting up. He was going to establish that he is the alpha titan, and he has. Biting at his feet, chomp, chomp, chomp. He broke Kong's arm, bro. Kong was like, and then Kong tried to get up. This nigga tried to get up. He tried to go like, and tried to roar and shit. I'm over like, you bitch, you whack. Team Godzilla, nigga. Team Zilla, nigga. You whack. I was like, you trash, Kong. But see, this thing, Kong didn't want to fight really in this movie. But see, also, if I have to get into another negative of this movie, how the fuck did the humans capture his ass? How the fuck did these humans capture this big ass skyscraper building sized gorilla? Huh? How, nigga? That just goes to show you how trash Kong is. He got captured by humans. Humans, you guys. Humans.
Really, look. Niggas be wildin'.
And mind you, Mechagodzilla is in this movie. So Mechagodzilla is different from a dome. I don't know how they captured Kong, but they captured Kong. It appears to me that the dome he was trapped in was probably carried there by some helicopters. They was able to drop it down and trap Kong into a certain location on Skull Island. But I'm not sure if they was exactly on Skull Island. What they was showing us was that dome was a fake Skull Island. But this is the thing. Yeah, okay, let's say that is Skull Island, right? Let's say all these research and stuff are at Skull Island. How did they get there? Because you need to go through this certain pocket at a certain time to get in. Other than that, it's a big storm around Skull Island. But I guess it's whatever. I guess it doesn't make sense, but I guess. And you have a bunch of human research and stuff. And mind you, I'm like, so I guess Kong killed all the skull crawlers because the skull crawlers wasn't messing with them. Well, skull crawlers are in this movie. You don't know how this new group Apex got these skull crawlers, but they got them. They got a bunch of skull crawler eggs and stuff. But yeah, Kong got captured. They don't show how that happened. This is why I say this movie could have been a little bit longer to explain some things and show some things. I'm not tripping off it too much, but it is an issue. I'm not tripping off too much, but it is an issue. It is an issue. Kong just randomly captured and shit. They don't show you how he got captured. Because the main girl, that white lady with the black hair, who's the adoptive mother to the deaf Asian girl, she says she's been studying Kong for 10 years, trying to communicate with him and stuff, and she's been studying him, and Kong just got attached to the girl. He just got attached to the girl, probably, it's just like probably like how a dog would see a human. You just want to you're just interested in this little itsy bitty cute little thing of a human or whatever. It might be a baby and stuff. It's I don't know what the connection is, but it's not like animals do not have connections to little kids like that. Because you'll have animals that will see a woman is pregnant and acknowledge the woman is pregnant and be so excited to see the baby eventually come out. In some cases, you know, it's I don't know what it is, but it's some type of bond. Just like how, you know, it's a bond. It don't need to be really explained and fleshed out. I can understand why there would be a bond. I can understand it, you know, because maybe Kong knows that she is deaf. Because animals do be knowing things about us that we do not know. Shit. So maybe Kong acknowledges that she is deaf and she does sympathize with her. I do not know, but there is a relationship. Wish they showed it, but there's a relationship that's established. As far as human characters, Millie Bobby. So there's two groups. There's the group that is with Kong that are trying to get Kong to the Hollow Earth so they can get Kong to get to the certain, also get Kong home and get Kong to this energy source. So Apex is trying to trick the people that have been watching Kong, trying to keep him away from Godzilla, because Godzilla knows of his existence, and if Kong comes out, Godzilla's gonna want to fight him, and they don't want that to happen. Yeah, they don't want them to fight, so they don't want that to happen. So if they do end up fighting, as we saw who the clear winner was. We saw who that winner was. But yeah, it was obvious that, you know, Godzilla would sense him, and he did. Came for him and said, let's fade, bruh. Let's fade. But yeah, one faction is trying to keep Kong away from really any violence and stuff. They just want to get him home, because he is technically an endangered species. Because there's some people who in this world that sympathize with monsters, just like in King of the Monsters. You know, Millie Bobby Brown's dad was like, you know, we need to, instead of trying to fight Godzilla, try to work with Godzilla, because, you know, we don't want to antagonize this creature, because this creature could take us out. All that nuclear radiation stuff, he can take us out in a split second, and he can do it in a split second, and we'll be gone, and he will totally win and defeat us. So you know, in this film, Godzilla is attacking. Now, Millie Bobby Brown's character, she's making theories that, you know, whatever Apex is creating and doing, they are instigating Godzilla. But this is where it gets weird, and I gotta explain it, because I kind of understand it, but I don't. Apex in this film have been sending out these signals, like in King of the Monsters with those Orca devices. Not saying it's the same device, but they're sending out signals to call Godzilla to certain areas. And we come to find out that they've been doing that to get Godzilla to pinpoint a certain energy signature. I don't know. It's a lot of far-fetched plans, like far-fetched. About as far-fetched as Lex Luthor's plans. It's about far-fetched. It's like straight up sci-fi. It's like sci-fi, just boom, some crazy shit. So Godzilla was being called to these certain areas to destroy him, and I guess they didn't really explain this, but it probably makes sense for them to do this. They was trying to make Godzilla look like he's an enemy, so when they unleash Mechagodzilla, they're in the right for doing what they need to do to instigate Godzilla and take him out with Mechagodzilla, to also, you know, also establish that humans, we run the shit. Also show off their new technology and get some money off it. And once they see that, once other people see, oh shoot, they're making these giant like mechas and shit, you know, who knows, the military might be all like, hey, you know, Apex, could you make us some tech? You know, so there's a business opportunity to it, and there's also a advantage as far as where we rank in the food chain in it too. Because if you defeat Godzilla, you become the alpha, and that means Mechagodzilla would become the alpha. So yeah, Mechagodzilla's in this film. That motherfucker is tall as shit, bruh. That nigga's really tall. I did not realize how tall this nigga is. That nigga's tall. Now, I don't know what materials they made him out of. This is the thing. I don't know how far this takes place in between from King of Monsters. A couple years have passed. Years have passed. I don't know how many, but you know, it's a sci-fi world. Who knows what resources and stuff they gathered to build Mechagodzilla, metals and stuff. I don't know what type of metals they was using, but that shit was durable as fuck. Godzilla was, they was struggling. Him and Kong was struggling. They had to team up on this nigga. Mechagodzilla was big ass shit, bro. He was big ass shit. And also, they kind of did it, but they took, I don't like that they did this, but they did it. They took Ghidorah's skull and threw some explaining. We're sci-fi shit. So Mecha Ghidorah's skull had like still some more DNA of Ghidorah in his skull, and through the exposition police, the black dude, he was like, oh, there have been theories and stuff that Ghidorah had, since he had the 3 heads, he wasn't really talking to him, like mouthing things, but there was a telepathic connection. And basically what they just established how people drift in Pacific Rim. The telekinetic connection where you drift with somebody else. So basically, a person, one of the Apex pilots drifted with a kaiju skull with some kaiju DNA in it, and was able to pilot Mechagodzilla, which is part King Ghidorah and part man, because at some point the system malfunctions, and I guess Ghidorah takes over again. It's not Ghidorah, but Ghidorah takes over again. It starts to become its own AI, and it takes over itself because parts of Ghidorah is still left in that skull, and Apex is connecting with that through telepathy. You guys, it is dumb monster movie shit. It's dumb monster movie shit. But other than that, these fights, bro, god dang, these fights was, man, Godzilla was on his shit, wrecking the humans. He came out the gates, smacking jets and shit out the sky. The one epic scene when Godzilla called out Kong, when he was in Tokyo, and he activated his atomic breath, charged it up, shot down into the Earth's core to the exact location where Kong was at, because Kong activated, he placed the dorsal plates, he placed the axe in a certain column, and it lit up all the other axes. I guess it was a reaction to, just a kinetic energy reaction, and all the plates lit up. And I'm guessing Godzilla, since he is of that species, and those dorsal plates probably call to each other. The energy signals probably call to each other, and Godzilla probably felt that and knew exactly where Kong was at. And Tokyo happened to be on top of that location in the Hollow Earth that Kong was at. He sent down a message to Kong. His message was a atomic breath. He sent that shit down, and then as you see, it will be flipped. So you're on top, Godzilla's on top, the Hollow Earth is in the middle of the Earth, and when Godzilla shot down, it's flipped for Kong, so Kong is standing upright, and he's basically falling in to the fight. So it's weird. It's weird. The gravity shifts. Gravity shifts. They showed in the Hollow Earth, the gravity's gonna shift. So Kong jumps in, and eventually he's gonna have to flip, and it's weird, gravity and shit. But he called him up. They did their little standoff. Kong slammed his hands into the ground. Boom, boom. Really tried to flex. Godzilla like, man, shut your bitch ass up. And they started fighting, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, Kong, I ain't gonna lie, bro, you got a little bit of swag with your stuff. He's over there doing some monkey shit. Over there jumping on the buildings and stuff. These buildings is OP, bro. These are the most OP buildings I've seen a day in my life. These buildings is really OP and sturdy. Whoever built these buildings, bro, whoever built these buildings, some of these buildings is kaiju proof, because some of this shit was not breaking. Kong was stepping on these buildings, defying physics and shit. He was jumping off these buildings, doing some cool shit. There was a scene where Kong grabbed this little round circlish thing, looked like a shield. This round circle thing off a building looked like a shield. I was like, is he about to do some Captain America shit? Yep, he did some Captain America shit. This nigga Godzilla was shooting his atomic breath, and then Kong jumps out, takes the shield, blocks it, turns around, hides behind the building, and then jumps back over to do an attack on Godzilla and stuff. And bro, my name Godzilla, y'all hating on Godzilla, bro. I told y'all, he's a stronger being. Even the director, oh my gosh, the director confirmed Godzilla is the stronger being. Now he said that, he didn't say that in the movie, but he said that on, on his Twitter. But the director confirms Godzilla is the stronger being. Godzilla very much uses strength. When Godzilla slammed his foot down on Kong's chest, I was like, damn, that shit must hurt. All that meat and fat and shit. Damn. All that damn meat from Godzilla's feet and shit slamming down on Kong's chest. I was like, damn, Kong, you good, bruh? Man, he was slashing up Kong's chest. Kong was like, oh, stop. I don't want to do it no more. Duh. I was like, yeah, you punk ass bitch. That's why you getting fucked up, because you a bitch. Man, Kong and Godzilla, hey, even though Godzilla won, I'll give it a buck. They was both going in, bro. They was both going in. I like that scene when Kong pulled that axe out, did that little thing, jumped up and went, pow, smacked Godzilla back. And then one of the humans gonna say, round 2 goes to Kong. Nigga, the fight ain't over. Godzilla just fell down, but he got right back up. Nigga talking about round 2 went to Kong. Ain't no round 2. That was still round 2, motherfucker. What you talking about? It was only 2 rounds. Godzilla won the first round, and Godzilla won the second round. He's just the stronger being. He's the stronger being. He is actually the stronger being. Kong in this film, bro, he was not that strong. He is not that strong. Like, he was fighting a warbat, and the warbat could have easily killed him, but he needed help from the humans to, distract the warbat. Like, Kong is not that strong. Sure, he's a gorilla, but he's not as strong as Godzilla. Shit, I think Godzilla got more strength in his legs than Kong got in them arms, bruh. Them legs is OP, my nigga. He felt that shit. Kong was like, no. I'm like, yeah, take that shit, you bitch. Take that shit, nigga. But as far as the monster fights go, they were shot very well. Like, very much when you saw Godzilla and Kong fight, it wasn't really any distractions from them fighting. When they fought, they fought. There wasn't no jump back and forth to Millie Bobby Brown. You had a couple of those, but not as much. Not as much to like annoy you. Like, for the most part, I walked away satisfied. And then when Godzilla and Kong teamed up to fight Mechagodzilla, man, that shit was tight, bro. This nigga Kong came in to save Godzilla. He grabbed Mechagodzilla's mouth, pulled that shit back. Mechagodzilla's shooting out his atomic breath and shit. And they both do this one attack where they grab him and run him into this building and throw him in. Kong jumps up on him. Godzilla's holding his arms. He pulls Kong's trying to pull Mechagodzilla's head, but Mechagodzilla got these little rockets and stuff in his shoulder. He shoots it at Godzilla, shoots him back, and then Mechagodzilla activates this like little energy. It looks like some shock punches. It was hitting Kong. It was hitting Godzilla. Boom, 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 boom. Godzilla got pushed back, and then Kong had to go get that axe. Pop, pop. But see, this is the thing. The axe starts to activate when Godzilla shoots atomic breath into it, so it becomes stronger. So basically, that area in the Hollow Earth around Kong's throne was like a charging station, and I guess the radiation in that certain spot is able to juice it up, and I guess the radiation from Godzilla's breath allowed the dorsal plate to light up and become a lot tougher and sturdier. And that, man, hey, when that shit activated, this nigga Kong went wah 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 wah. Chopped up Mechagodzilla, took that axe, boom, and then you had this epic shot. This nigga jumped up on Mechagodzilla, ripped his head off, and the CGI in this movie is so beautiful, man. Godzilla did this roar, Kong did this roar, banged that chest. I was like, damn, I feel that shit. I was damn near banging my chest too. I was like, oh. I was banging my chest too. I was like, yeah, shit tight, nigga, yeah, do your shit, Kong, do your shit, bruh. He grabbed Mechagodzilla's head. He said, yeah, nigga, I did this shit. I fucked him up. But then after that, because right before this, so the Mechagodzilla and the last Kong and Godzilla fight is back to back. It's both back to back. And Kong, prior to that, his arm got dislocated, and he had to pop it back in place before the Mechagodzilla fight. So he knows how to relocate his shoulder if it does get knocked out of place. So that shows some more of his intelligence. He knows how to pop his shoulder back in place and stuff. So he did. Slammed it against one of the buildings. Popped that shit back in place. And go to war. But that's all before the Mechagodzilla fight. After that, Kong is all weak and shit. He's like, oh damn, I can't fight no more. He literally, and this is a callback to the OG movie. When y'all remember the OG movie where Kong got laid out and he was like, in the OG movie, that dope derpy movie, that shit is tight and funny at the same time. They did a callback to it because he was laid out on a building and shit. He put his axe down. He was just slumped. I can't do it no more. Godzilla gets up, and then Kong grabs the axe. He starts roaring because he like, you want to fight again, nigga? You want to do it again? You want to do it again? And then Godzilla's like, calm down, brother. He ain't saying shit, but I'm paraphrasing. I'm trying to phrase it the way I would say it. Godzilla gets up. Kong grabs his axe. Hey, bro, I don't want to fight no more, bro. I'll fight your ass if you try and fight. Godzilla's like, chill, brother, chill. I respect you, dog. You got heart. Kong's like, oh, for sure. He drops the axe, and then Godzilla does like a final roar to him, and he's like, I respect you, bruh. I respect you. And then he walks away and just leaves. So this is very much a Kong movie. Like, Godzilla still probably barely isn't even in this movie, but when he shows up, he shows up. Because as for Godzilla's motivations, you can take the theories of the humans, because the humans don't really know everything. You can take those theories, but I'm going to chalk it up to Kong. What Godzilla was going to eventually sense Kong at some point. This was about time when he wanted to sense him. When he sensed him and wanted to fight him to establish that he is the Alpha Titan, and also the theory of their war. And pretty much that throne room confirms there was a battle between the species. So there was that battle between the species, which is there. It's not like it was made up and not shown. It's obvious there was a battle between the species, so it was there. Another thing in this film, you guys, the music choices of Junkie XL in this movie way fucking better than Zack Snyder's Justice League. Way fucking better. Like, even the themes and stuff, the scores, way better in this movie. Junkie XL, you did a better job with your music in this movie. Your music in Zack Snyder's Justice League, that shit was trash. All that rock bullshit. Nah, that heavy metal to the guitar shit. Nah, turn that shit off, nigga. Turn that whack shit off. This score, like, this movie had a score that Zack Snyder's Justice League should have had, like a Hans Zimmer, Danny Elfman type of score, like very epic, orchestra, not that. Not that guitar bullshit. Nah, not all that extra heavy metal guitar rock bullshit. Nah, it's like some epic orchestra. And there was some orchestra in here. And had some music choices. When the movie first starts out, Kong just casually walking and shit, and it's like I don't know what song he's playing, but it's very smooth. And that, got the person singing and shit. Is Kong just shaking his daily routine, going to go wash his hair and shit, feel the water, scratch his booty. Yeah, he scratched his booty in this movie. Yeah, he scratched his booty. He a gorilla. He scratched that booty. I scratch mine too sometimes, but don't tell nobody. But yeah, you guys, as far as the film goes, the music is great. Wide shots are used a lot better. And I see what the director was talking about when he was able to use Kong to get more wide shots. Because Kong has so much human interaction in this movie. Is that you get wide shots of Kong and the humans and stuff. It's not really like those weird angles where the humans, you look through the humans' point of view and they see Kong. No, you get wide shots of Kong. And that CGI is beautiful, man. That CGI is well done. That CGI is Chris. And I just want to watch this on HBO Max again. I got to see an early screening of this. I thank you, Lewis and Warner Brothers, for hooking me up and allowing me to watch this film. This is my first ever official screening. If I can, looks like my theaters are open again. I'm gonna try and watch this in theaters because this shit is really good, man. This fight was tight, and the fact that they was not afraid to do daytime battles, because there's 2 daytime fights: the Mechagodzilla fight and the fight at in the ocean. The nighttime fight is where those 2 fight, and they fight at night for their second round, but the fact that they was able to flex that CGI in a daytime sequence and show all of Kong's fur, Godzilla's skin, and man, you guys, Godzilla in this movie, like this Adam Wingard dude, whoever he got to the visual effects team, the way they animated their faces and stuff. Like there's a moment in this movie where Godzilla like shot a atomic breath, and I swear this nigga had a devious smile like, yeah, burn, motherfucker, burn. I was like, oh my gosh. And Godzilla didn't even have to talk for me to understand, like, this nigga sinister. He nasty. Fuck. He burnt Kong back. And Kong over there like, bro, Kong, you trash, nigga. I told y'all that atomic breath was gonna do some shit. Godzilla hit Kong with the atomic breath in the back. And Godzilla over there smiling and shit like, bitch. I'm over like, damn, nigga, shit. Let him live. He just trying to get home and shit. He just trying to get home. But yeah. Oh, and also people may not understand why Kong also came up to fight. Godzilla did kind of destroy Kong's throne, that of his ancestors, his people. So, you know, there's also that he also felt disrespected because, you know, Godzilla did destroy his people's throne, his little throne room. So, you know, I understand the disrespect and like, yo, you want the fade? Let's shoot this fade, bro, because I really don't want to fight you. But if I got to shut you up, I'll shut you up. Another callback to the old school movies. So y'all remember the meme that goes around of eat your vegetables, Godzilla? Well, Kong does it again in this movie, but it's not a tree. He takes the axe, shoves that whole axe. He takes the bottom of it, not the top, the bottom, which actually has a point. He takes the bottom, which has a bone on it, shoves it in his mouth. I'm like, damn, shit. Godzilla took that shit in the mouth. I'm like, damn, bro. Damn, you damn near gobbled that shit up, bro. Godzilla gave that axe that sloppy toppy, bro. I'm like, damn. I saw it drool and shit. I'm like, damn, fuck. Nigga gave that axe that sloppy toppy. It was fire, y'all. This movie was fun. It's a awesome movie. This shit goes sci-fi crazy. It do go sci-fi crazy. Like, some of the explanations for some of the stuff is like, this shit sci-fi. It's sci-fi. It's not the sci-fi where they try to like make sense of it. It's just they give you sci-fi. Because this shit is very much sci-fi. The biggest thing I needed them to focus on in this film was the Hollow Earth. I wish we got more backstory on how Mechagodzilla was made, the parts and stuff required to get to him, how Apex got scroll crawlers and stuff. But they're not going to explain that stuff, and I do not expect them to. They're clearly just trying to get to the monster fights and stuff and blow past a lot of this exposition. You know, they're trying to get past a bunch of exposition that you could do, but it's like, do we really care? You know, I think at most I probably really only cared about how they got scroll crawlers and stuff. But as we see, Kong got captured on Skull Island and they trapped him inside this little dome on Skull Island. So Apex probably was going there stealing Skullcrawler eggs and stuff. But this is the thing, the Skullcrawlers was coming up from the ground from the Hollow Earth and shit. So, you know, and that's the weird thing too. Like this thing, I don't know what creature specifically use the Hollow Earth. I'm not sure if Godzilla has a home in the Hollow Earth. Oh, and you guys just know, getting to the Hollow Earth ain't easy. Niggas gonna be falling and shit. So, fuck. If Godzilla big ass fall through that portal to get to the Hollow Earth, I'm not sure if that motherfucker can get back up, because that shit look like it's gonna hurt. That shit hurt Kong when he fell down. This nigga, to get to the Hollow Earth, it ain't no soft like fall and shit, because the gravity flips. The gravity flips. Feels it as the person said, it feels like your insides are turning inside out, and the gravity flips. It flips, and you're gonna be free falling, and then you won't be free falling no more. So, you know, I wish you got some more Hollow Earth. Like, the Hollow Earth sequence was so beautiful. Like, it was so beautiful. The music that was playing, Kong, you know, getting used to the area, just figuring things out. They could have had more side fights here. This why I think, you know, they needed more side fights. They did. They could have did more side fights. As far as the main fights, they delivered. But the side fights, you could have had more side fights with Kong. You didn't have to have them with Godzilla, but you could have had more side fights with Kong. And another thing, the other creatures from the last movie, I think, well, if you look at the intro, it looks like Godzilla killed most of them, or faded with them, and they tried to fight back. But some of them probably went back down to the Hollow Earth. So that Hollow Earth is big. It is big. It is fucking big. It's huge. So there's actually some creatures down there and stuff that, you know, Mutos. You don't know what else is down there. And it seems as though some Skullcrawlers do come from down there. But it was just a beautiful thing to see, like the landscape and stuff. Man, that shit looked beautiful. The creatures and stuff. Like, it was all, you know, it was like, dang. Kong was over there running and stuff. You know, he almost stepped on these, like, crabs and shit. And then this big ass, like, fucking salamander walked over. And they just showed more They could have showed more creatures. It was my same problem with Skull Island. Like, where's the other creatures at? Where's the giant T-Rexes? Where's the giant tigers? Where's the rest? You know, we saw giant spiders and shit, but where's the rest? They could have showed more. We saw a giant octopus and squid, but, you know, you could have showed more. But see, that whole Hollow Earth, monster fights are going to be going down. Down there. And it looks like Apex already started to make human technology their own Jaegers in a sense, because Legendary also made Pacific Rim. So, you know, you're starting to see that connection. Not saying there was Jaegers in this, but they made their own form of Jaeger, which was Mechagodzilla. But you can pilot it alone, but the way they did this, it was a telepathic link with Mechaghidorah's skull and his DNA that was left over from the skull. So they was able to set up a telepathic link between Mechagodzilla and the pilot to work and coexist together. But Mechagodzilla got destroyed. Mind you, there's going to be more people, more evil corporations that are going to want to be back on top as humans, because as you know, humans, we don't like to be surpassed. We don't like to be weaker than other species. We think we're the best species. We think the world revolves around us. That's just a human thing to do. And there's going to be more humans jumping into the fray over time. But for now, Godzilla's still the god. Kong is still, nigga, you ain't Kong, nigga, you ain't shit. Oh, bitch ass nigga talking about he a king and shit. Nigga ain't no fucking king of what, nigga? King of what? That war bat was about to kill your ass. Nigga, you ain't no king of shit, nigga. Kong ain't no king. Godzilla blew up that nigga throne and shit. King my ass, nigga, you just Kong. Ain't no king, motherfucker. Thought you can come up into this universe with hands, nigga. What you thought? Hey, this rematch went how I expected it. And I told people this. Godzilla's going to use them teeth. He was going to use them claws. He's going to use that dorsal plate on his back. Kong tried to jump on him. And Godzilla pushed him back into a building. I know them spikes dug into his stomach and hurt. So yeah, this movie, hey man, this action, them wide shots, CGI on point, music beautiful. Story, ugh. Fat boy from Deadpool 2. He didn't need to be in this movie. The black dude and Millie Bobby Brown could have stayed. It could have really just been them. But that fat boy from Deadpool 2, just here to get a check and waste my time. Why does use this fat nigga here? As far as the crew that was helping Kong get home, I mean, the dude with the blonde hair, he really didn't need to be there because he never actually been to the Hollow Earth, but they wanted to get someone who attempted to go to Hollow Earth to lead the expedition, like Loki did, and like Tom Hiddleston's character did in Skull Island. I mean, the white chick with the black hair was there because her and her daughter was studying Kong for like 10 years and stuff. So, you know, they was there because they can communicate with him. Well, actually, the little girl can. The woman cannot, because we come to find out Kong didn't want to communicate with the woman, but he was okay with communicating with the child because, you know, their bond. He didn't have a bond with that woman that was the adoptive mother of the little Asian girl. But you guys, Godzilla vs. Kong was lit. This shit was litty like a motherfucking titty. And this movie is short. It goes by quick. You guys need to pay attention. It goes by quick. It goes by fast. The pacing is really fast. One thing I'll say about this movie that could be a negative. It could be a negative for some. Could be a positive. It goes by really fast. But I'm not mad at the length. I think this length was perfect for it. I think this length is perfect. You didn't need to do no 2-hour, 45-minute movie. I think this length was perfect. If they really dragged this out, they would have dragged out some like dumb shit that didn't need to be explained. But the only things that needed to be explained to me was how Apex got the skull crawlers, how Kong got captured, that needed to be shown, and 3, what it took to build Mechagodzilla, because he was just built, you know. And also another negative. So I don't understand how energy sources transfer. Okay. But so when they got the Kong's throne, Apex sent his drone over to grab an energy sample of the radiation from Godzilla's dorsal plates, one of his species' dorsal plates. And they, I guess, took a tube or whatever. I don't fucking know. So they was taking some of the energy in this little tiny drone, and they uploaded the energy to a file and sent it over to Apex, and they opened it, and the energy transferred over into Mechagodzilla. Because the problem with Mechagodzilla was that it worked, but it didn't have no stable energy source that was great enough to power it. Because it was a big ass fucking robot. It's bigger than Godzilla and Kong. That's how big the robot was. It was huge. And the Mechagodzilla could do the job. It's just that he did not have a stable energy source. So they was trying to get that stable energy source from inside the Hollow Earth, which has, you know, some radiation stuff down there that would have been perfect for them to use to power it. I just don't understand that stuff. I mean, I ain't no scientist so I wouldn't know about how all that shit works. It seemed weird to me. You know, it just went down there with a drone and boop, uploaded it, they downloaded it, put it inside Mechagodzilla. I was like, okay, I guess. But yeah, you guys, Godzilla vs. Kong was freaking lit. If I had to give, I'll do a number grade. Let's do it out of 5. I'll give it a 4. It really could be a 3. I'll be honest with you, it really could be a 3. But I'm gonna give it a 4. I was satisfied. Cause I'm definitely, when these fights get leaked on YouTube, I'm gonna be going back to these Godzilla vs. Kong fights, because this fight was lit, bruh. This shit was lit. Godzilla was not backing down in this motherfucker once. He was going at it, and I love that shit. Going chomp. But shouts out Godzilla vs. Kong. They did their thing. Rematch. Godzilla won this time. All you Kong fanboys, pay up, give me my money, nigga. I want my $10. Hey, you know what? You know what? You know what? I told y'all this, but y'all didn't want to listen to me. This is what happens when you watch Godzilla movies, bro. And, you know, you understand what you messing with. Well, let's be real. And I told niggas this. I told niggas this. I told y'all this. Kong in Kong Skull Island got knocked out by a napalm strike of fire. And guess what Godzilla's atomic breath did in this movie? Lit up that fur like Samuel Jackson did in Kong Skull Island. Lit that boy up. Put him to sleep too. We didn't put him to sleep. In this movie, Kong was still running, but he felt that shit. Another thing. A helicopter blade. Helicopter blade. You guys, a helicopter blade. Listen to me. A helicopter blade cut into Kong's skin and put a big ass fucking gash wound on it. Big ass hole in his hand. Godzilla was tanking tank missiles and bullets. In Godzilla 2014, no blood, no nothing dripping from this man's body. No cuts, no nothing. Nothing. That boy durable. He has a tougher skin, tougher body. Kong is just flesh and fur. Godzilla got actual armor, bruh. That skin, that armor skin, bruh. He got that alligator skin. That alligator skin. But look, you guys. Kong fans, I'm sorry. Take your L. Godzilla's the god. He's the king, the queen, the emperor, and many, many more. Hope you guys have a very good day. Go for that peace, love, positivity, and all that jazz. And I'll tell you guys again, don't do drugs. And yo, wait a minute. I gotta let y'all know. I want to let y'all know how to become a member of the channel. First things first that y'all need to do, you're gonna go to my homepage, which is here. You'll type in ssjk-dots, spelled just like moi, and then you're gonna hit join. Once you hit join, you can hit any of these tiers and you can join them. Support this channel. What you get with these exclusive tiers is you're gonna get members only requests and reactions and reviews, and they'll be requested from members. So stuff that I usually don't cover, you guys can request for me to cover, and I'll cover it on my channel for you guys since you guys are members of this channel. Let's continue it. Deuces.
What'd you do?